Hello everyone, it's Exoman. I recently did a video on cooking softshell crab, and I had one or two people ask, well, how do you clean a softshell crab? And so today I caught a softshell crab in the trap off the pier, and I brought it in and did a demonstration. So now I can show you how I go about cleaning and cooking a softshell crab. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so here we are several days ago when I initially saw this guard crab on top of this little female that was about to shed. And because I had had some comments from a couple of our subscribers who are very knowledgeable, I realized what was going on here. This is actually considered a guard crab. So you might wonder how a softshell crab would survive in the wild, a softshell crab is very vulnerable to other crabs that will eat it. So it needs some sort of protection, and this is how nature has worked that out. Who knows why? Who knows what triggers the guard crab to take up that role? But this larger male is indeed guarding that crab before it molts. In this state, it's currently hard and about to shed or molt its shell. And there is lovely farm girl who was out with me on the pier that day. All right, so we're going to check back on these crabs in just 2 or 3 days. Okay, so here we are, I believe 3 days later, and isn't this remarkable? So I wouldn't have believed this if I hadn't heard it from our viewers and witnessed it myself. But yes, the top crab, the male on top, that looks like it might be mating with the female on bottom, is not. It is actually guarding it in this tender, vulnerable state, and preceding it, and while it hardens up, I guess. But I've caught this at just the right stage, and this was a very, very soft shell crab. They toughen up rather quickly, so you want to catch them in the first hours or the first day to have something of a delicacy. So this is the crab that I'll take in and demonstrate the cleaning and cooking. Okay, so now I have this soft shell liberated from the trap here, and it's important to mention that there's a very humane way to clean this crab, and that is what I'm going to do is put it in a wet paper towel in the freezer for about 15-20 minutes, and it will get numb. It'll just go dormant pretty much, and it's not going to be flailing around when I cut it. So let's go ahead and take it inside, and I will demonstrate that. Grabbing with right now is some mullet heads. See? And put some of that in there. Maybe 2 of them in this big trap. Let's take a look at this. See what I've got here. So what I've got here is the shell that this girl came out of. So this is completely empty. She just backed out of here. Look, even the lungs are in there. Completely backed out of that. This is empty. There she is. Our new splendor. Wonderful. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? I'll even put that in there. And this is August, so I'm expecting to see last day of August. I'm expecting to see some bigger jimmies, bigger male crabs coming into my trap this week. Pretty cool. Okay, everyone, here we go. So look, I have this little softie here. Now, this crab has been in the freezer just to sort of numb it up and make this a little more humane. But this is very simple to do. First, what you want to do is cut the face out of the crab, the eyes and mouth. Okay, so you go ahead and do that. And then you can leave the guts in if you want, but now see, this crab is from the backwater here. And in these tidal creeks, we don't generally eat the inside of the crab. It would be delicious to leave that in, and if this had come from outer waters, I would. But so what I'm going to do is go ahead and you can squeeze here. You can cut in this if you need to, just to open it up and get this all this stuff out. The intestines and the liver. Can you see that? Just get all that out of there. Okay, trim it up. Nobody likes to eat the face of an animal. Not in this country anyway. Now you lift up the sides, the shell, and there you'll see the lungs or the gills. You see these little fibrous things here? And we're going to cut those off too, okay? So just pull them back and cut them around the edge like so. And get that all cleaned up. And then put the shell back. Lift this side. Let's get those cut out. Those are kind of fibrous and nasty, and you don't really want to eat those. All right, that's cleaned up. And some people do this first. You want to take the apron, pull it back, and just cut it off right about here. Okay, and that's it, really. Now you've got yourself. Oh man, this crab is just perfect. It's so soft still, for my taste anyway. And there we go. Now we're going to cook it in some cornstarch and salt and pepper. There's really no need to complicate this flavor. Just a basic mix of cornstarch, salt, and I like a good bit of pepper on these. And you can eat this in a sandwich or just on a plate with a side, and it is a real delicacy. Okay, so why don't I go ahead and show you what it is that I do, how I cook this crab. So first, I'll take some cornstarch, a couple of nice teaspoons of cornstarch, maybe 3, 2.5. And I'll take some salt, good healthy pinch, and some pepper. I like a lot of pepper. Mix that up real good. All right, and you see I got my pan on the heat over here. Get my oil nice and loose. See? I've got some avocado oil in there. Now I'll take my crab and I'll run her through that. And my pan is hot, but it's not smoking. Just try to get that all in there. And what this cornstarch will do is just make a light, crispy breading instead of a heavy, oil saturated kind of thick breading. This is all you need right here. It becomes very delicate. And when your pan is nice and hot, just go ahead and stick your crab in there. Look at that. You cook it about 3 minutes per side. Get ready for a little taste of heaven, my love. Tear off that claw right there. And eat it.
I don't really like soft shell crabs.
You're going to love that. Eat the whole thing. You didn't eat the whole one.
Oh.
It's okay, I'll eat the flippers.
That's so weird.
Isn't that good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you
Tastes
can literally
delicious.
eat the whole body. I cleaned them out. Cleaned all the lungs and the guts and everything out.
Mm-hmm.
Terrific.
Wow.
Mmm.
Yeah.
That is so good.
I might have a bite of that part.
Mmm.
Okay. Yeah.
So I fried it with salt and pepper and cornstarch.
And that's it?
That's it.
And coconut oil.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And there's no shells you have to pick out.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Mmm. Fabulous.
Very interesting.
So show me how you hold a crab, honey. You're crazy. You're a rebel.
He wants to bite me hard. He's
Again?
like, we'll bite you hard.
Again with your middle finger, you.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny.
Aw, sorry, little
My
guy.
girl knows how to hold a crab, a blue claw.
Oh, God. He's moving. Oh, God.
I'm getting the crabs out of the pots, and I didn't have enough hands, so she volunteered to help.